Shivani Sharma is joining me for the latest on that. Shivani, tell me what the government is saying about this. How are they ensuring all sorts of cooperation are being sent out? I also want to add here that the investigation team is set to examine the flight data, the black box recording and the crash site evidence as well. But remember, that will be to ascertain the cause of the accident. The incident has happened. We are looking at passengers with burn injuries being rushed to the hospital. Shivani, tell us all the details that you have from Air India, from the DGCA, from the government as well.
Pooja, the rescue operations, the initial rescue operations that started minutes after the crash happened in Meghani Nagar of Ahmedabad is going on right now. The local formation army soldiers are there at the spot along with the NDR and other agencies of Ahmedabad and Gujarat. And I'm right now at the Ministry of Civil Aviation in Delhi, where an emergency meeting is going on, where the Minister of State for Aviation, Muralidhar Mohol, is inside with the officials who are just reviewing the situation, and all the rescue operations are going on. More details are being ascertained. The passengers who are injured and the ones who have burn injuries have been taken to the hospitals. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has already taken stock of the whole situation with the Ram Mohan Naidu, the Civil Aviation Minister, who he's en route to Ahmedabad. He'll be reaching there at 5:30. But yes, from Delhi to Ahmedabad, all the state agencies, all the central agencies, the Civil Aviation Ministry, they are right now in emergency mode. They're all trying to first help those who are injured and then trying to investigate how this whole crash happened. So the priority remains the rescue, Pooja, and more details are coming out now that 169 Indians and Britishers were also traveling. One Canadian passenger was also there. But right now, what I can tell you is that the Ministry of Civil Aviation is in touch with all the agencies, the Army, the state agencies there who are providing rescue, and also Prime Minister Narendra Modi is personally viewing all the rescue operations that are going on. He's in touch constantly with the Civil Aviation Ministry here, and Ram Mohan Naidu is en route. He will be reaching at 5:30. The Home Minister has also he has been speaking at all levels for rescue operations. So the situation is an emergency situation, and we are seeing that an emergency meeting is going on here in Delhi. Pooja.
Stay on with me, Shivani. External Affairs Minister S. Shankar has also put out a statement expressing deep shock of the crash of Air India aircraft AI-171. He says, I quote him here, deeply shocked to learn about the flight crash in Ahmedabad. Our prayers with the passengers and their families. The government, the rescue agencies, police, everyone's on the job right now. The first priority will be to rescue as many passengers alive, rush them for treatment to the hospital nearby, provide immediate medical aid. In total, 242 were the passengers. Then we are talking about cabin crew and, of course, the team of pilots. Nagarjun Dwarkanath is joining me for the latest on that. He's constantly updating us with more information. Nagarjun, what is the latest that you hear? Because there is a mayday call that appears to have officially been sent out to the ATC, then complete radio silence, which means barely a minute or two. And this is the takeoff that has happened minutes ago.
That's absolutely right, Pooja. The pilot did give out a mayday call to the ATC, and there's certain procedures when the pilot is giving out a mayday call. Mayday call is completely emergency, where the pilot has lost control of the aircraft, or the fuel is completely gone, and the priority of landing or takeoff will have to be given to the pilot as such. And there's also something called a code that they put in the transponder. Every time there's a mayday call, the pilot puts in 7700 as a code, which reflects on the ATC monitor. Even if there's a radio failure that the pilot can't reach through ATC, the moment ATC sees 7700 on their screen flashed by a certain aircraft, they know it's a mayday call, and the pilot is not able to get through to the ATC as such. So these are the procedures usually that happens when a pilot is giving out a mayday call. It's absolutely emergency is what is taken into consideration. In the images or the visuals that we have got through Access is what it has taken off. The aircraft just took off, and remember, it's a wide body aircraft, so it takes large part of the runway to take off full thrust. The engines will be on full thrust. What seemed to happen, most likely the power would have gone off. That's the reason the aircraft was falling back on the ground around 400 feet per minute. It was descending at. The moment it took off, the undercarriage is not even up. Usually the pilot puts up the undercarriage or retract the wheels during the course of the takeoff itself. The moment you take off 200, 300 feet above in the air, when you have all the levers in fact intact, the pilot
All right, so that is what Nagarjun is telling us right now. And at this juncture,